Now I have my 3 hearts, so my flat color, my outline, and then the little sketchy one I just did with you guys. Now I'm gonna do the test print. So I usually like to just use printer paper or whatever paper I have around. And I either put like a couple of sheets on top of one another, or just I'm gonna use this little piece of cardboard that I've been using all along. And that's just to kind of give it a little bit of cushion. I find that that gets a nice print when I do that. So I'm just going to play around with the order of how I print each heart and the colors I choose. And as I do that, so you won't have to kind of sit and listen to me waffle and wave around my decision making, I'm going to speed that part of the video up and then I'll show you how I print the actual card. Okay, I think that's enough testing. So when I decide I'm just gonna make a card, I just start. I will say that I don't often start by like printing something straight in the middle. I don't know why. For some reason I am not comfortable doing that. So I will often like, because I'm left-handed, I will often like print something just to the right of center and then kind of move outwards. But you know, you will know what you're comfortable doing in terms of printing. And again, this is like handmade. This is not to be precious about. This is supposed to be fun. Do make sure before you print, you see that little speck. I want to make sure that's off. Okay. So I'm going to just start and we'll just see how it goes. I have no idea. Like I said, I am just having fun with you guys. It might not be straight. It might be a little bit crooked. I don't care. It's Valentine's. People will love you regardless. So just know that. Next up, I think maybe I'll do another pink flat. And I think so the last card I did, I kind of switched up and down with the hearts. And there is something visually appealing to me about that. I think if you did all up and all down, it might feel funny to me. So I'm going to continue with that method. So that means that all of the hearts in this line are going to be upwards and all the hearts in this line are going to be downwards in this case. So I'm going to go ahead and do the next heart. And for this one, I think I'll do the outline on top in another color. Yeah, and I'm kind of thinking already that I want this purple heart to be like the darkest heart on this card. I don't know why, but I'm kind of feeling like that's where I want to go. So I'm going to keep that in mind as I print the rest of my cards. I'm not going to print any other solid purple heart, just to see what that looks like. I like to print on top of a piece of card again because you see, if I hadn't had a card there, then I would have printed on my table. And like I keep saying, I love my table. So, and I like to like use every square inch of my card. So I do think that, you know, makes it look really nice and seamless. So I'm even gonna just like ink up half of this flat colored heart and I'm just gonna set it right here. And it's just gonna catch that tiny little spot, but it really makes a difference. People might think, oh, why did she bother? You know, that took extra time. And they might think, what's the point? But I think it adds something. And it makes the card feel like, you know, full bleed, like full color, which I love that look. So let's keep going. I'm going to kind of keep doing the flats. And so now that I'm on a different row, I'm going to go upside down. And the nice thing about that is then you can kind of get the hearts a little bit closer because they have this like diagonal line that they can kind of play off one another. So a nice pink flat. Maybe I will put the sketchy heart on top of that pink flat. Again, I'm just playing. I don't know if it's going to turn out any good, but the people who receive my cards, they love me. So they're not going to look at it and think, ugh, what a mess of a card. They're going to look at it and think, oh, Christy made me this card and I feel so special. And, or at least I hope that's how they feel. Anyway, I'm going to keep printing. I'm not going to keep boring you. And I'll speed the video up and then we'll see where we end up at the finish. Okay, I think I'm pretty happy with that. Let me just clear off. Sometimes this really is distracting. So that's my Valentine. I don't know. I think it's pretty cute. I'm kind of excited about it. And I also wanted to say, let me go grab an envelope. Don't forget to make your envelope special. So you could put, what we kind of know if you're going to mail these, you need like a space here and a space here. You could print the heart really big right here in a light color, and then you could write your address over it. You could put the heart here, so it's like on the flap of the envelope. You could kind of mask off this area and print inside, which would be like super luxe. I might try that sometime. But what I'm going to do this time is I'm just going to print on, where you would like put a sticker or put something fun on an envelope, especially Valentine. And since I said I wanted to kind of keep this one heart special, I'm going to go ahead and use that same purple color on my envelope because, it kind of goes together. I'm a designer. I can't help myself. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that now too. Ooh, that's a lot of ink. If you put too much ink, you can kind of tell. See how pooly it is? Just like tap it on your piece of cardboard and that will kind of help. And then now I'm ready to print it. And I think I want it, maybe I want it just straight up and down, classic. So I'm going to push really hard. Cool. So that's my custom Valentine. I think it's super cute. I mean, I would like to get that in the mail. So I hope that you guys, in the end, have a bunch of Valentines that you are just so excited to send. And, if you, like I said at the beginning, if you're not making Valentines, maybe you're making birthday cards, Christmas cards for next year, if you're like really on the ball, which congrats to you because wow, I could never do that. But I just wanted to go through and show you, these are kind of all, so that's what we did just now. But then I made all these other cards, and granted, like I carved all of the blocks to kind of test them to make sure I wasn't setting anybody up for failure, including myself. But I think it's super fun, and I hope that you guys have enjoyed making your Valentines. I have really enjoyed making this course. This was the first course that I have ever made. So if you have feedback, I would be most appreciative. I would just say, be kind. This is a Valentine course, so, keep on theme. If you want to learn anything else from me, I am kind of open to exploring other courses, and I would just love to know what you guys want to know. And if you felt like I had like huge holes in this course and you wish that I had told you something and I sent you down the wrong road, I want to know that too. I don't want anybody to feel like they can't do this because, I started this, like I said, a year ago, and I've just loved creating block prints every week more than I thought I would. And I'm doing it again this year. This year, I kind of have a new set of criteria for my block printing, and I will talk more about that on my Instagram page. So if you're interested, head over there um, at the dot design. And I just am so thankful for you and for taking a chance on me. And I can't wait to see what you guys make. And hope you have a really lovely Valentine's or whatever holiday you're celebrating with your cards. Thank you.